Hey, just Nathan Prey here. Just spending a little time in Clear Creek Forest. I believe the Nature Conservancy bought this land quite a few years ago. It's an amazing piece of land. I've been walking in here for about half an hour. I found what I thought was human trails. And then I realized quickly that it was deer trails. And I continued to follow the crisscross of deer trails. And eventually I ended up at a creek. This creek, pretty much, Clear Creek. And well, I'd never been on the other side of it, so I found a spot where I could jump across it, hoping I didn't get my feet soaked or land in slippery mud, and I survived. So here I am on the other side of Clear Creek. As you can see, this is just a magical place. Though some people are throwing some tires in here, but otherwise, it's fairly completely abandoned right now. I did see a fort not too far long ago, a nice wood structure that someone made. Very interesting. So, turn the camera around and try to show off a little bit of this landscape. As I rock through this not very rugged terrain, you know, it's actually pretty manageable. I believe I've lost all deer trails by now. But apparently there's a few obstacles. Huh. My goal is to follow the side of the creek and hopefully end up back at the, there's a little bridge, and there's a guy fishing over on the other side of the gravel pit. I want to see if he caught anything. I didn't think there'd be fish in here, but yeah, let's see. It's a freaking beautiful day, nice little bit of moisture. Now, is that a trail? I don't think I'm gonna get across that. So, I'm imagining this is just caused by water, but looks like a trail to me. Oh. Yeah, see? More deer tracks. Now, I'm gonna go that way. To be honest, this looks like a trail. I don't want to get too far from the creek. I don't really have a compass or anything. I do have this handy cell phone, which is probably a lot better than a compass nowadays. If only I would have brought my sextant. I really can't tell you if this is a trail. If it is, I don't know who the heck uses it. Most of the trails I've been walking on have definitely been deer trails. I believe a farmer used to own this before, and it's part of a gravel pit. And usually it's a good sign when you find a rock. Usually the rocks were here from when they cleared the land or something. At least that's what I was told. But hey, at least I'm still following the creek. There it is over there. So this is fairly new forest here. Well, compared to the old growth back there, which I didn't get on footage. Sorry about that, folks. Really should show you that this naturalist, Mathis, used to be from Rondo Provincial Park. He came here and did some studies, and he was also the main reason why, the main component to try to get this land purchased by the Nature Conservancy and protect it for generations to come, because he knew how magical this land was when he first visited here. So, back a little ways, I'll have to make another video another day. He came in with a backhoe on this pretty much flat land that had no trees and anything. It was an old farmland. And it was, well, how can you recreate an old growth forest? Because it takes years to build something like this, and what was the main component? And he noticed every time an old tree fell, life would just come right back. Trees would be growth, new plants and everything else. So what caused that? And how could you do it for cheap? So then he took a backhoe in there and he scooped, make tons of holes. I'll have photos of that. Photos are better than video, but anyways. And lo and behold, after making these divots and piles of mud after them, much like a fallen tree, he found that birds would sit on it. And then you get a few grass reeds and stuff, and the birds would sit up there, and then they'd poop. And then there'd be seeds in their poop from all they ate. So they would be dispersing the seeds in a natural progression that mankind just can't do. And now that I just visited back after 10 years, and a lot of it is filled in. It's actually very cool. And this seemed to be a new technique. At least it seemed to be something that mass has invented. I could be wrong. That's just what I know. We spent a lot of time here in Ridgetown exploring this area. And I'm sorry for the shaky camera. I can't tell. I'm just trying to make it through this bush. I don't know where I am. But you know, that's not Clear Creek anymore, is it? Clear Creek is a lot bigger than that. Shoot, maybe I shouldn't be taking a video. I'm not paying attention. Well, I eventually got to end up at a road at some point. See? Another trail looking thing. And rocks. Like I said, usually a good sign. Let's just take a look. Oh. Massive rocks in there. I don't know what the heck that means. Okay, I'm going to take a break for now and try to find the rest of this trail and get out of here. So, I still know I need to get across this huge little creek here, but I thought that little puddle and stream was kind of cool. Yep. Now here is what you shouldn't be seeing in a beautiful, pristine place like this. Shotgun shells. I know it's tempting, but there really shouldn't be any. So, just ran into the guy that was doing some fishing in the gravel pit. He said he spent like an hour there. He still can't catch anything. He's just using some fake grubs. He usually catches bass and everything. And no luck. I think maybe they're trout. He can't tell what they really are. So we're gonna go take a look in a second. But I just walked for another kilometer. This is where I was hoping to come out. And somehow ended up on the wrong canal. Now I know years ago I used to be able to walk under that. But at this time of year, you're not getting too far. Okay, so let's get over to this gravel pit. Let's see what we gotta look at. Yeah, there's my car. You know, it says no trespassing on this rock, but that's a very old sign. A little partying's happened here. Alright, I'll pause it for a bit, because I don't know how far I gotta go. So, here we are getting closer to the gravel pit here. A red-winged blackbird, sir. A few red-winged blackbirds, to be honest. Hawks. Saw some deer earlier. That's that Phagomites, I believe. Invasive species here. Oh, nice place to have a fire. Resident goose in the distance. This is what the guy called the beach area there. You know, I can't see there being too many fish in here. Like, this is a beautiful spot though. You could hang out here all day. Drink a few beers, have a little fire, maybe drink a few more beers. And just take a walk around. I don't know if you can see that contrast there. Yeah, it looks like you can. It gets pretty deep fast. Wouldn't want to fall in. There's some wood to knock on around here. Gonna take a little pause again. Some type of eggs here. I found on top of this little area. Oh, legs are getting sore now. Gonna need to fuel up for some home run later in beautiful Blenheim, Ontario. So here we are at Clear Creek. Beautiful manure smell from the farm fields. It's that time of year again. As you can see, let me hold still. Oh, since 2000. So we've had this for a long time. Let's go check out. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna pause that for a second. So over here in the distance, you have old growth forest. Now as you get to more thicker of it, it's really old. And then as you see up in the forefront here, you're pretty much flat land, few scattered trees. Now, I was here 10 years ago. Now you see, there's a mound here, and a divot over here. This is where the backhoes came out many years ago and dug. And you see all the trees are growing up. You get all, in the spring this would be all high grass or high whatever plants there are, not that much of a naturalist. Here. And the birds will sit here, the poop will enter here, and then you get these trees sprouting up. Whole network of them, as you can see. And you see how they're full with water now? That probably has to be good for the growth. And he built all different size ones. Here's a couple little ones. You can see the backhoe marks. Usually when a backhoe enters a nature area, you think, oh no, here goes the wildlife. But this has significantly improved it. There's a whole bunch over here, some fresh ones here. All over there, which I've already walked through that I can't do it again. There's a whole bunch. Yeah, great place. Come check it out.